Good evening, RPG Limit Break and Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. Welcome to another match in the 2022 Spring Tournament, Kraken Games. I am Hate the 13th, joined in the booth by Cannon's Gone Wild. How you doing tonight, man?
Doing pretty good. Looking forward to this match. How about you?
I'm doing alright, aside from the fact that I started getting names confused because I was looking at Duskplume and thinking your name and just started going off.
Yeah, man, you got don't cross the streams.
Yep. Aside from that, though, it's pretty good. I'm looking forward to this match. This is the first match, I believe, out of the J pod, the Chimera pod. And looks like we've got fairly similar party comps, though Jshydell opted to take a red mage as opposed to a white mage in this set, or in this one.
Yeah, get a little bit more black magic. Red mage is a little more of a dice roll. Sometimes you win the dice roll. Sometimes you're like, oh man, I really wish I had a white mage.
Yeah. There's been more than a few times where I've been like, I really wish I had taken something other than a red mage.
Yeah, on this flags, the white mage, harm is actually able to do damage against just non-undead enemies. So specifically for the white mage, so it's a pretty nice buff, and you're gonna see a lot more white mages this tournament probably.
Yeah, I do enjoy the white mage harm all flag. It does make the white mages much more useful.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good balance change.
Yeah, it really is. Additionally, I can speak English, I swear. Additionally, the Thieves also got a buff in this flag set. They've got an additional 80 agility out of the box, so they dodge tank a bit easier.
Yeah, and it also impacts their chance to get first strike. So they I don't remember the exact percentage, but they got a pretty good chance to get a first strike, and you can just get in and out of fights a lot faster with that. So it's also very good early game, with that tanking ability, because a lot of enemies only got one hit and they don't have a very high chance to land it. So
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Thieves. And not just because of, well, I like Thieves, but that agility bonus it makes them a lot better. They're still a little bit rough to roll on as your primary melee carry because, well, hit points are a thing.
yeah.
But they're still pretty good.
Speaking of bonuses, let's maybe talk real quick about what they have on their characters.
Sure.
Yeah, so looks like the fighter can roll the ability to swing the Excal without promotion, plus 10 vitality and minus 5 luck. So that's pretty nice, but not like huge either way.
Yeah, the fighter going to be a little bit chunkier than normal, and that Excal is definitely a boon, because, the ability to hit everything for weakness damage, except for chaos.
Yeah. And then the thief has 10 agility, so even more agility, and 20 vitality, so gonna be pretty tanky by, end game, but no promo spells, which is definitely, you're a little bit sad to see that.
Yeah, that no promo spells hurts to see.
Yeah. And the red mage can wear a black shirt, fighter strength, minus 5 luck, so it's pretty bad for running, like worse than it already is.
And we are off. Alright, checking the black magic, and we got Temper and Lightning 3 at level 1. That's a good one to find. And we've got Fog, Harm 2, and a couple of other inconsequential spells at level 1 white. So, yeah, not so much there for the white mage.
So Lit 3 is pretty nice.
That Harm 2, though, at least gives the white mage something to do with level 1 magic.
Yeah, no, Harm 2, it's not amazing, but it's something.
Yeah, it's some damage. Alright, and we've got Duskplume already out of Corneria and on his way up, or on their way up to take on Garland. And it's like Jshydell picked up an iron hammer just to have the warrior have something to do. Can't blame him for that. Ooh, and we got unrunnable wolves in Toph. It's not really a
Yeah,
difficult thing, it's just annoying.
yeah, until they, cast like Bane or something.
I like the way you think.
Yeah. At least most of these Topher enemies don't show up in other places, although I do think the Gurrimps, you see them in Earth, but
Yeah.
Bones and Marsh.
Yeah, well, and the wolves are a plague of the overworld, right? And
Yeah.
looks like Toph not really paying out too well.
Uh,
I mean, Best Shape finds 3,000 gold. You take it because it's early game and you need the cash, but it's you'd hope to see something better.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's definitely a lot better than like, two heal potions or something, but it's enough cash to get you a little bit of like save items or whatever to get over to Provoca. So it's all right.
Yeah, no, I didn't notice what was for sale in Corneria. If either of them checked the shop. All right, well, got Garland down for both of them, and we got some pudding from the king. Pudding is the ruby when you got one of the fun flags enabled, the Titan's favorite food, and the adamant from Sarah. So she had a big shiny rock of metal to give to us.
Saber +4. It's that's decent early game. Give the thief something to do.
I will fully admit I've run Saber +4 to the end game before. I mean, if that's all you've got, well, that's all you got, and that's what Temper and Fast are for.
Yep, with temper and fast, anything can be an endgame weapon.
Yeah, you just gotta hope that, you don't have to rely on them to make anything an endgame weapon.
Yeah, I don't think I saw any save items though, so that's a little bit sad for these guys, but
Yeah,
most likely Provoke is gonna have something, right?
yeah, maybe. I mean, did see pro rings for sale. They were -1 and they were 18k, but still nice to know that they're there. And it looks like Jshydell is opting to not bother going to loot Matoya's cave and just running right on over. I didn't see where Duskplume was going either. I think that they were also on the way, just right heading on over to Provoca.
Yeah, Duskplume was going to Provoca. I don't think that they didn't stop by Matoya, so neither runner looks like they're interested in checking Matoya on the way over.
Yeah, well, that being said, they also have Lightning 3 at level 1, so they at least have some easy way to deal with the pirates.
Yeah.
Running into pirates when you've got, like, a single target spell, and that's it. It's just always a feels bad moment.
Yeah, I mean, you usually get something. Even a confuse can, like, do the job.
Yeah, because the pirates are kind of thin and they'll slap themselves to death, which I think that's funny.
Well, 118 cabins.
It's not too shabby.
Not a great find, but good enough.
Yeah, it's better than, finding only houses costing, 3,500. And Armor Shop in Provoca is swing and a miss. Alright, we got Invis 2 and Harm 3 at level 2. And Harm 3 is going to give the White Mage some more actual firepower, and the Invis 2, well, you always like seeing that, because congratulations, there's some evasion stacks. Ooh, Fast and Bane at level 2.
Yeah, it's you already got fast and temper for that fighter, so you got to be pretty happy because that means again, like end game wise, you'll be able to get some damage on that fighter pretty fast.
Yep, and it looks like Duskplume is already out and heading back towards dwarves, probably to turn in that adamant.
It looks like they're gonna swing by Matoya real quick. The loose can be there, and so if you skip Matoya thinking like, oh, I'm gonna wait till I get the crystal, like he can definitely bite you pretty hard sometimes.
Yeah. Alright, let's see, 6,000, 3,000, and Matoya just had, you basically just robbed an old blind woman.
Yeah, that's some solid cash for the early game here, so that's definitely nice to pick it up.
Yeah, that is at least money to cover level 3 magic. So, I mean, you might be able to look at the level 4 magic, but I doubt you'll be able to cover it with that. That is, yeah, definitively level 3 magic. We're seeing the runners almost holding hands at this point. It's kind of impressive, though.
Yeah, they've been keeping up with each other, and yeah, I mean, this one's pretty linear so far. No real opportunities to do much else.
Yeah. And to answer the question in chat, yes, the number 10 and number 40 indicate their respective seeding in the tournament so far.
I will say about the seeding that Jshydell did not compete in 3 qualifiers. I think he only did like 1 or something like that. So his seeding might be a little bit lower than it otherwise would be if he actually did the minimum of 3.
All right.
So.
And we've got Duskplume showing that they're a bit on the villain side and leaving the Hooray Dwarf to suffer in his one-word hell, and also finding that the other dwarves are just lazy. You know, turn the admin in, he's like, oh yeah, the guy downstairs, or just down the block a little bit, he was wanting this. Oh, you need to go take this to him for me? Thanks.
I just gave you his ship. It's like, here you go. I don't need to sail anywhere.
Yeah, I don't want to go outside. But yeah, the ship at least, it's, you know, congratulations, you have access to the rest of the inner sea, i.e. Elfland, which you could have walked to. But ship is a lot better for it, because, you know, speedboat, best boat.
Yeah, the speedboat's probably one of my favorite changes since, well, like last year or so that it became a kind of a thing.
Alright, we got Fire 3 and Confusion at level 3 Black Magic. Level 3 White Magic says... White Locked Cure 4 in Life.
Cure 4 in Life is very nice to have on the White Mage. Will definitely make diving dungeons a lot safer.
Yep, and Jshydell also showing that he too is a villain who likes to let the Hooray Dwarf suffer. Remember, folks, free the Hooray Dwarf. Kill the Hooray Dwarf. Ooh.
Yeah, so White Magic level 4 had Fade and Wall, which is, again, those are 2 really good spells you're happy to see. So White Magic has been pretty good so far. Black Magic's also been pretty solid, like maybe like a 7 to 8 out of 10. So
yeah, I would have liked to see Ice 3 or Nuke in the first 4 levels as well, but that's because, you know, who wouldn't want to see those 2?
yeah.
And yeah, we saw the bottle in the Elfland item shop for 27,000, so someone's got a fairy in the bottle and just keeping it there going, yeah, I'll let you buy this thing for, you know, a good chunk of change. Kind of feel bad for the fairy. Only a little bit, though. And it looks like Duskplume is on their way to Marsh Cave right now, which... given what they can do with the rest of the seed, yeah, that's pretty much all they could do. They don't have the canal, so you can't get over to check and see what the Crescent Lake Sages have.
Yeah, this is basically, this item will lead to either the canoe or the canal, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty well guaranteed to at this point. And some unrunnable arachnids with mutes.
That's a little scary.
Yeah, and Mux with, well, not much so far. It looks like Mux just had a punch. And less than 200 hit points, so that's more of an annoying mob so far. Unless those arachnids have something else hiding behind that mute.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, when you see that first script, like, you really don't want to see the second spell they got back there.
Yep.
But since they're unrunnable, it's like, I gotta kill them as fast as you can.
Just gotta hope you don't run into a large pack of them. Looks like Duskplume has decided to pick up some extra chests out of Marsh. The only chest that is actually incentivized in Marsh is the vanilla incentive chest, but bottle for 27k, why not hit up these chests, see if you can get something extra out of them. counter table is not being too kind to either of the runners right now, though.
Yeah, I haven't actually been paying too much attention to that, but yeah, it does seem like they're hitting a lot of encounters. Ice -2 sword is kind of like, really? Like, so close to a good weapon.
Yeah, it's almost useful, but overall, its only use really will be if you find, you know, Agamas or something that's weak to ice.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you can take it and, you know, use it in the volcano. All right, and we've got the herb.
Yeah, I think there's only one more fetch quest available, which is the crystal. So we are.
I don't know about you, but I'm hoping for herb into crystal. Oh, spiders also have trance. Wonderful. Oh,
Oh, that is.
and stone poison from those arachnids. All right, arachnids now officially suck.
Yeah. Ooh, man, that is a wipe. That is. Yeah, that is not a fun group of enemies there.
Yep, and that means you rolled a great seed for him tonight. So thank you.
Hey, was that the arachnids?
Yes.
All right. Well, you'll see them again in Earth Cave. So.
Yep. And that one might put Jshydell just about on absolute even footing with Duskplume right now. Oh, crawls have ice too, though.
Have ice too. Yeah, Marsh Cave being pretty mean here.
Yeah,
and they don't have any other options right now, so they have to get this item.
Yep. Looks like Jshydell is getting the disappointment chest and getting the other chest that actually has a little bit of cash on it. And Duskplume forgot that was the disappointment chest.
It'll sell for a little bit of cash.
Well, when I say disappointment chest, I mean the 5 gold chest.
Oh, okay.
Right, there's the herb for Jshydell and the herb for Duskplume. Let's see if either runner can actually get out of the Marsh Cave.
Yeah, Jshydell doesn't have his black mage, but
he does have the red mage, who is apparently just punching at things. Alright, well, Jshydell's our fighter, pulling it out, taking care of the arachnid before the arachnid take care of them. Something for his red mage to swing, huzzah!
Looks like the Ice 2 has killed a couple of Duskplume's party members here, but still with that thief, like, you know, you can run from a lot of stuff, so...
Yeah, and that additional 20 vitality actually does help the thief quite a bit, because it actually has more hit points.
Yeah, well, Duskplume first out of here, probably relieved.
Yep, and having to burn one of their houses to save, because they didn't have any other cabins or tents. Kinda don't like seeing a house being forced to be used, but
yeah, I mean you gotta use one there. You don't want to go back in.
yeah. Duskplume has made their way almost made their way back to Elfland Castle to see what that herb turns into. I'm hoping we see the herb turn into the crystal, because I'm kinda evil. And then the crystal turn into the canal, and let's see a vanilla canoe from the sages. Or, oh, even better. See an oxyale from the sages.
That's just being mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way this seed's going though, it's looking like not a very friendly one so far.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't be smiling this much, but I am. Alright, big money, whammies. Huh. Okay, crown.
Alright, crown, alright.
Crown is acceptable.
Yeah, sometimes these flags very fetch quest heavy early.
Yeah.
that just means it's not fetch quest heavy late. Jshydell is trying to buy the silver armor, but a little bit too expensive.
Yeah, it looks like he's probably going to sell the iron armor that he's got.
Well, you still can't afford it.
Oh well. Just go res your party members and move along then. And I think I saw the canoe from Astos. Ooh, swing and a miss on Astos there. Swinging for 13 damage. And of course Astos got taken down by the fire spell. So that's all fine there. Yep, that is the canoe. Congratulations. You're going to ice. Or your canal is loose in volcano.
You got the sages too, so we'll see. But the sages never have the item. It's always ice or volcano for some reason.
Yeah. I'm hoping.
Yeah, let's get the volcano incentive chest here with our loose canal. Ooh, arachnids in the overworld stoning most of Duskplume's party. Well, there goes all your soft potions.
Yep, I think that there were soft potions for sale here. I could be misremembering. I know that there are houses for sale for 1,116 gold, but
it's not a bad price for houses.
yeah, oh, and softs are only 258. That's actually not a bad price for them.
Yeah, gonna buy some more houses too. I think, did they still not have any cabins that I didn't see?
Nope, both of the runners at this point are running... Nope, I forgot. Jshydell does have 3 or 4 more cabins, but Duskplume has only houses at this point. And unrunnable wolves. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you can always just live large and save scum with houses.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that Jshydell also ran into those arachnids that were on the overworld. Which is definitely, it kind of feels bad, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, Hydra just decided to eat Duskplume's thief, just like you're food now.
Yeah, those guys can hit pretty hard sometimes. Definitely can one-shot your party members early on.
Yeah. Sometimes midway through the game, even. Alright, ambushed by some Kreebays, but they seem to be only punch-happy, so that's a small boon for the runners, because...
Yeah,
Kreebays just... if they roll a script or spell list, you're gonna have a bad time.
yeah, you just have to save scum your way through the river. They do give, like, okay experience up to, like, maybe level 7 or 8.
Cabins! Huzzah!
Yeah, you're like, finally.
Right, White Magic says, Ruse Fog 2, Heal 2, Cure 2, I think. And we see Brack at level 6.
Yeah, that's probably not going to end up being too useful to the runners. It's just a little bit too high level.
Yeah. Oh, alright, Key.
Okay, well, that's kind of a troll.
Time to go dive ice.
Yeah, I mean, it opens up all the key locks for loose, but yeah, it's like you don't want to go back and walk all the way over to the western area just to do the key locks right now, so you're probably going to just head over to ice.
Yep.
Maybe check out the Volcano Armory.
Yeah, I will sometimes find myself doing the Volcano Armory check, but I have, as of late, I have been more of, if I'm going to Volcano, I'm at least going to be taking a swing at carry. Because I don't want to go back to any dungeon.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, double dips are slow. Looks like Duskplume found some peds, maybe off of Power Cycle potentially, which is a nice opportunity to get a few more levels.
Yeah, I think that was the second encounter off Power Cycle, so that's actually kind of good. It's in the northwest area, northeast of Crescent Lake, west-east. It's one of those directions. The north-right direction. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it that now. Oh no, those are right off the hard reset. That's good to find.
Yeah, that's, you know, you generally want to be like 9 to like maybe 11 for ice, so this is definitely a much more comfortable range.
Yeah.
But you can see it is definitely taking a little bit of time here. They're not exactly super low HP, so they're pretty chunky.
Yeah. But, you know, they are at least, you know, about 500 XP per. You get some cash out of it, too. You're right next to Crescent Lake if something goes horribly awry.
Yeah.
Speaking of things going horribly awry, we see Jshydell getting bounced out of ice once so far. Looked like it was the Wraiths that... Oh, mummies with rub.
Well,
those mummies are everywhere.
It could be Quad X, but
oh man,
rub's pretty annoying too.
And it looks like the wizards just have slap, so you know that's a boon. But yeah, those mummies are going to be showing up everywhere. Ooh.
Yeah, that's definitely making those 18k pro rings at Corneria. Like, might want to try to grab a couple of them. At least slap one. Well, if you had a white mage, you'd slap it on the white mage, but...
Alright, Wraiths have sleep touch. That's kind of annoying, but at least Jshydell managed to get initiative and get a Fire 3 off before horrible things happen to him. Looks like Duskplume is also making that ice word play. Alright, let's hope that Jshydell picked up some a good amount of pure potions, because poison walk sounds. Duskplume doing the wise thing when encountering a large pack of creeps. Just run. Don't worry, just run.
Getting a lot of encounters here, but we do make it to these chests finally.
I find it interesting that Jshydell went around to hit the top chest, but didn't check the spike tile and the chest there.
Yeah, I was wondering if they had warp and I missed it, but yeah. Nope. Generally, if you don't have warp, you just kind of either check the trap tile if you care about it, or you just immediately drop down. But it's a huge deal.
Yeah, and oh hey, there's that X-Cal and a lock or a lock 2 helm as well.
Yeah. Remembering, let's see, can he... Yeah, okay, he remembers he can actually equip it. Sometimes you forget about the blur stings and then realize, oh.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I mean, it rolled -3, so it's got the critical rate of approximately a rock. But
yeah,
it still is going to hit fairly hard.
Yeah, it's not really what you want for an endgame weapon with a 0 crit, basically, or it was like 1%, but
yeah,
it's good for now.
Oh, speaking of Quad X.
there's the Quad X. Oh, man.
Unrunnable Wraiths with Quad X. Yeah, those pro rings look real nice right now.
Yeah, at least the Wraiths don't show up really anywhere else, but...
they'll show up in Earth Cave.
The Wraiths are the images, and the images do, but I don't think the Wraiths show up.
For some reason, I was thinking the Wraiths do. Alright, Duskplume finding the not a spike tile you want to see.
Yeah, this is... Oh my gosh, they got Thunder too.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we're just getting all the scripts out of the way right now.
Oh, for a cloth armor. Oh.
I think that red mage, or the white mage went down, so you cannot res.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
White mage conduct electricity real well. Ooh, though this is a spike tile.
Oh,
never mind.
It was a spike tile. Well,
Oh,
there you go. That
vanilla
is a nice
floater.
find.
Alright, Duskplume about to pull out that Lock 2 helm and that X-Cal.
Now all we have to do is get out of Ice Cave.
Do kind of like seeing a Lock 2 helm.
Yeah, I don't think they had lock available early on, so that's nice.
Yeah, it's, you know, poor man's fast, and if you run into things that are just really evasive anyways, well, knock them down. Oh.
Alright.
Well, time to see if that fighter can take this before it gets quad-axed. Nope.
Nope. Yeah, Duskplume definitely getting the worst end of some of these scripts, I feel.
Yeah.
Man,
Those mummies. Oh my god, those mummies are disgusting. I love it.
Yeah. Alright, looks like Jshydell headed down. Let's see if he does a little... Well, you probably activate the floater no matter what.
Yeah.
With the floater active, you probably hesitate to go into Volcano.
Yeah, it looks like he's just noping right out of Volcano, which I do not blame him at this point. He's down a character, and he's kind of a low level still for it. And with the key and the floater, congratulations, you have a whole lot of space open to you now. And more likely than not, you're going to find the canal probably hiding in the volcano. I say probably because, you know, obviously there's a lot more chests in the volcano than there are in the key-locked. But, I mean, it could be in the key-locked areas as well. It's going to be somewhere in the inner scene. It's going to be a womp to find it at this point.
Yeah, they do have quite a few loose items in play with both the key and Volcano right now, so...
Yep. So yeah, with this flag set, for those who are not familiar or not aware of it, there are 2 loose items that cannot be in incentivized dungeons. So you can't find a loose item in Ice Cave, but you could find 1 or 2 loose items in Volcano. You could also find them in any of the key-locked, except for Marsh key-locked, because that still counts as part of Marsh Cave. And for those who've actually noticed, it seems that Duskplume is also playing with the fun enemy names, which is why the wolves were named Urhurus, and the cockatrices were named Burbs. Ooh. Well, there's that canal, and a Quad-X shirt. Now, the Quad-X shirt, I find that interest.
Oh, is that one of the loose in the Elfland?
Yeah, the Quad-X shirt and the canal were both in the Elfland closet.
Okay, well that's nice. So you already got 1 loose out of the way, even though it's not useful. It's always nice to have 1 of them, so you can know that you're in go mode, or no mode at least, when you find the next one.
Yep. And it looks like Jshydell flying on over to check out Sardis, see if Sarda has anything of note. Gold -3 out of the bottom chest in Ice Floor Top. Alright, Chime out of Sarda. Wonder if either runner is gonna, or if either of the runners are gonna turn the ruby into Titan to check Titan's tunnel, or if they're just gonna fade those 4 chests.
And you're right here. I don't know. I probably just do a quick check, but
yeah, I would probably save scum it. Like drop a save outside of it, check it, and go, hey, all right. If it's something, if there's something useful, walk it out. If there's nothing useful, then you just nope right on out.
Level 5 having warp, that would have been really nice. Maybe a couple levels ago.
Yeah, and life 2 also at level 5 slot 1. All right, our bones with gaze, so that'll potentially lock your party down if you're not quick enough.
Yeah, honestly, if I was Duskplume, I probably wouldn't have checked or bothered with some of these chests on the redive, because everything in here just sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I would have grabbed that lock helm and the X-Cal, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right, looks like Jshydell is going to check and see if the secondary loose is in the Cardia Island somewhere. Arm 3 stick. And a Zap stick.
Eh.
A Zap stick is something for the fighter to do against groups, at least. Arm 3 stick, well, he doesn't have a white mage, so that's much less useful. Right, looks like Duskplume has got their floater and is escaping that hell of ice cave right now. Jshydell looks like he saved in the air, which it's always a good thing to do when you're looting the Cardia Islands. Save in the air when you are, near one of the places. Drop down, loot. If it's garbage, reset out, and congratulations, you're back in the air.
Aegis Shield maybe worth walking out. You don't have a ribbon yet, so at least I don't think anyone has got a ribbon yet.
I don't believe we've seen a ribbon either. And our tracker in chat, Dingwoo, confirming that, yeah, no ribbon has yet been spotted. Looks like Duskplume's gonna be getting their floater activated and get the ship lifted up here. And Jshydell is heading on over towards Ordeals.
Looks like Duskplume, oh yeah, needs to res some of their party.
Yeah, their white mage got dropped again.
Yeah, that white mage has just been eating dirt.
Don't know if Duskplume actually bought the 30 cabins, but I wouldn't blame them if they did. Oh.
I'd be very tempted. Oh, it's unrunnable too, huh?
Uh-huh. Oh, no.
Well, there's the thunder.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, yeah, have fun in Ordeals. Did Jshydell see thunder yet? Like, I don't know if he's seen the thunder from the mummies.
Well, he has now.
Yeah, he has now, but yeah, Ordeals is definitely not super attractive, but I guess your only other option really is Waterfall and Volcano, so...
Yeah, and this is a bit of a trolley Ordeals as well. Duskplume looks like they're going to go turn in the ferry, or let the ferry freeze, see what the ferry has got for him, or got in store for him. I did not see if if Duskplume went to get the slab translated though, which
I don't recall seeing them do that, so...
Yeah, see, that's... If I've got the slab and the bottle, I'm gonna get the slab translated before I come to this area personally, just because that way you don't have to double back. Right. Barry says... Required. There's the loot.
Yeah, that is a required item. Let's see... Where they're gonna go? Probably Ordeals, huh? It's right there. So, yeah.
Yep. Oh,
yeah,
man.
well. See if they have better luck with those mummies.
Yeah, this Ordeal maze is troll. Ooh, blue stake.
T-Rex. That is.
If you can take it, that's good XP.
Yeah, it'll probably one-shot the white mage here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my! That
right.
T-Rex is light.
Yeah, not too tanky. That's pretty nice to see.
And suddenly Duskplume's going, oh, I'm staying here for a little bit. I don't blame him at all.
Yeah, definitely would take a few of these real quick. The T-Rexes just give so much experience, it's kind of absurd.
Yeah, it's 12,100 experience or so it looks like, split 4 ways.
Yeah, so you can like 30 seconds a minute, you can grind like 3-4 levels, 5 levels even.
Okay, a little bit more than 430 hit points, but less than 500 hit points.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like that X-Cal is actually hitting, like, decently.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, the X-Cal, it's gonna hit the weakness at least. And surprisingly enough, Duskplume actually managed to land a crit with that X-Cal.
Yeah, was that a 1 in 100 crit or something.
And yeah, Jshydell is stuck in this horrible ordeals maze.
Yeah, these levels, you know, could help with those mummies as well, so...
Yep. Oh, gotta get that MDef up. Alright, so it looks like we're probably at a Pillar 4 maze, with most of the other pillars sending you way far back in the Ordeals maze. And of course, you know, I think Jshydell picked up Warp, but had no charges of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think at this point I'd probably be looking to move on from these T-Rexes here, but let's see how far Duskplume goes.
I think if I'm doing a party-wide grind on them, I take my party to 18, 19 maybe, just because that way you know you've got enough strength to really get through, at least Volcano, maybe Sea Shrine.
I mean, you can already do that at these levels.
Right, well, the T-Rex getting a little bit chompy there and eating the thief, but, well, White Mage is fine. That's what Life 2 is for. Or Life is for. Alright, Ice 2 Hammer coming out of Ordeals, and the Cube from Ordeals. Here you go, Red Mage. You have a Zap Stick. Black Mage, you get an Ice Hand. Oh.
That is the tile there that you're looking for, but not a black belt party, so probably don't want to go too crazy here.
Yeah, you still take it for a little bit. You know, get a few levels across the board, but I wouldn't take it entirely too far. And I'm wondering if Duskplume is planning on just leaving that thief being a floor inspector at this point.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, this is a pretty big commitment to this grind here.
Well, they didn't reset when the Black Mage dropped, so I think they are thinking about just stick... Oh, nope, there goes the life.
I think maybe they're thinking of just moving on here. Yeah, looks like they're gonna move on.
Got level 20 with that fighter. That's a good hard level for him. Now, because Jshydell also stopped by Sarda and got the chime out, after getting through that horrible Ordeals maze, he can go Sky, Sky, Sky. You know, you only have to open one chest in Sky, but as you may very well know, Sky provides.
A little unfortunate Jshydell didn't find those T-Rexes, because these could all just be T-Rexes instead.
Yeah, the first encounter came pretty quickly. Alright, Duskplume getting the lucky initiative and getting the Fire 3 off before the mummies went, we're gonna kill you now.
Yeah, I mean, he does have much better chance to get through these fights because he could actually tank like a Thunder, maybe even 2 Thunders if he's lucky. Or they're lucky.
Yeah. And also the, you know, additional MDef from the levels might help him survive.
Yeah.
It's kind of... Go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, the eyes seems like the one that's actually killing him mostly is that fighter or X-Cal swinging fighter, because the others were hitting him kind of like feathers.
Yeah. Yeah, both runners now, it's pretty healthy levels on their party. Really should be pretty confident for everything outside of Topher at this point.
Out comes the thunder from those mummies. And out comes the second thunder, and there's the reset.
The reset. I would have maybe seen if the... Oh wait, was that an ambush?
No, that wasn't an ambush, but the thief went down, the fighter had survived, but the white mage was going to be going down, and the black mage was going to be going down. So I don't blame him for resetting out. Alright, Jshydell about to pop the bottle on that, or pop the lid on that fairy bottle and get their loot, or get his loot, and probably make the walk on down to Lefane to see what the Lefanians are holding in stock. this Ordeals maze. Ugh. It always happens when you don't have warp, or if you've got warp, you have like one charge of it, that it ends up being the fourth pillar.
Yeah. Yeah, so these Ordeals mazes without warp can be pretty slow sometimes. That is a lot of mummies that are very unrunnable.
Yeah, that is a lot of angry-looking mummies.
At this point, you...
Thunder 1. Oh, down goes White Mage. Black Mage survives, gets the Fire 3 off.
Yeah, that should kill the mummies at least, but yeah, can't res anyone at this point.
And Jshydell, as expected, making that long walk down to Lefane. See what the Insular people who are responsible for a lot of the woes in this world, it seems, are holding on to now. Alright, the Argoyles being named Argyles. I kind of like that one. Alright, and you're getting an old scuba suit from them.
Yeah, that is more loose that are now available to us.
Yep.
The classic, do I go to Volcano or see Seed so far? Although I think they're just looking for the rod, so...
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, the rod is all that is technically necessary at this point. So the crystal is either going to lead to the rod or the tail, or the power bonk or the ruse stick. But yeah, with all the chests, or all the dungeons they've got available to themselves now, this is to the point where it's like, okay, this is a little unpleasant.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're just definitely gonna clear out the rest of the incentives first, and then at that point it's like, well, you just flip a coin and choose Volcano or Sea.
Yep. Looks like Jshydell opting for the Sky play. I don't blame him for this, because, you know, he's in the area. And, oh, hey, more T-Rexes off a hard reset. It looks like Jshydell is level 19 across the board. I didn't see Duskplume's levels fully yet, but I imagine we'll be seeing them soon here.
I think Duskplume's around like 20 or so, 2021. But yeah, I mean, they both have like
19,
practically
22.
enough. Yeah, this is like almost good enough for Topher, but
yeah, I've seen Topher runs done it less.
Yeah.
And Duskplume going to pick that White Mage back up. I'm wondering if they're going to drop on by the castle and roll the place. There's only the 6 chests back there, so I'm not sure if I really agree with checking the castle key lock.
Yeah. Did they buy like heal potions or something? What did they get there?
They bought a White Mage's life back.
Oh yes, the white mage was dead.
Alright, Duskplume about to get that slab translated.
Like Jshydell's decided to have a T-Rex barbecue over here.
Tasty, tasty blue steak. Looked like Jshydell was level 21 across the board, which, yeah, it's a good level to be diving into Sky now. Getting that life 2 and that heal 3 for the White Mage on Duskplume's side.
Yeah, looks like the blue Ds have rub. Everyone's got rub.
Rub for you, and rub for you. Everybody gets a rub.
Yeah, no one went for those 18k pro rings.
Yet, which is mildly surprising, honestly. Alright, Duskplume about to get their chime from Sarda.
Yeah, this race is still very close, actually. No one has an orb yet, but I think Jshydell maybe has a small lead because he translated the slab, and
Yeah.
that kind of worked out better for his routing.
Yeah, Duskplume, I think, just went to translate the slab, and is, well, now checking to see. Okay, Lightning 2, Rub Sword, and there is the Loose Rod. This could
That
be
is huge.
real big for Duskplume.
Yeah, Jshydell's right there, opted to say, no thank you. But that is, well, for us, that's no mode. I don't know if Duskplume ever found the other loose.
I don't know if Duskplume found the canal or not, but honestly, it's a moot point.
Yeah, I mean, it just means that they have to check chest if they go to sea or volcano.
And they may now actually have to do that, or they may not opt to do that, because based off of where all the items were, and knowing that the canal it has to be somewhere in the inner sea.
I don't think that's true on these flags.
I
They changed the algorithm so that this ship and stuff like that can actually be outside of the inner sea now.
see the only time I've actually found the ship outside of the inner sea is in Archipelago Seeds. Yeah. Or no, it was also showing up outside of the sea in Dab, but you also started with the floater in Dab, or started with the airship in Dab, so... Okay, Dangwoo confirming in chat that the key items can now be found anywhere, so it doesn't have to be... so the canal and sub don't have to be in the inner sea anymore. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
Sky provides a katana +3. And the crystal out of the incentive chest.
But it does mean if Duskplume decides to just do key item checks only, that they will be in go mode likely before Jshydell, because that Titan's Trove is just kind of out of the way. Like, you're never going back there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll probably see Jshydell full clear C before checking the Titan's Trove. Oh, wow, Vorpal +4. Alright, at this point, Jshydell has big incentive to promote.
Yeah, that is definitely much better than the Xcal minus whatever it was.
Xcal -3, yeah. And incentivized Saber Bonk in Earth Cave. Now, I'm not sure if we'll see Duskplume check the Sky 3 chests, which that's where all the goods were for Jshy, so that'll be a bit of a miss for them if they don't, but...
Yeah, was the Vorpal in the western chest or the northern chest?
Vorpal was in the green chests. The katana was in the northern chests.
Okay.
Alright, and we've got a Bridge of Destiny sighting. Let's see if we see a robot chicken. Seems like Jshydell's in a bad part of the encounter table, so that does increase the odds of it. And of course I say that, so of course...
Oh!
Yes!
Oh, and looks like he's going for it.
Alright.
Respect.
Ooh. Right, one Invistat coming out.
Let's see how the mighty Xcal -3 fares. Alright, 116. Better than 6.
Yeah.
6 hit, 6 damage.
Well, that's what Temper's for. I would probably not let up with that Invis 2 cast yet.
Just hit anybody but the fighter.
3 hit 61, 6 hits. I didn't see how much that was.
I think it was like 500 something, so doing some decent damage here probably. Yep,
right.
Terminated.
There's a pile of XP. And
yeah.
Speaking of Terminated, there also goes Lich, and at 50 minutes, a little bit after 50 minutes even, we've got the first orb lit by Duskplume.
Yeah. So I think the Vorpal was +4, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so it's like high 20s, it's like 28 or something like that to get the 5th hit. I don't know the exact number, but probably not gonna get quite that high, but I don't know, maybe if you took a lot of fights and grinded some more T-Rexes, maybe you could get there, but I don't know if it's worth.
Yeah, I don't know if a 5th hit would be worth it either, and honestly, I don't know what level the breakpoint would be for the specific weapons like that, because I just tend to go with, alright, I am going to get enough swings that I hit a lot. I don't worry about the specific level landing, I just check for the amount of hits. Which, that's also probably one of the reasons why I don't do as well in these tournaments as I could.
Yeah, it's a lot of just numbers to remember.
Alright, down goes Tiamat for Jshydell. 51-15 for Jshydell's first orb being lit.
Yeah, just probably really wants to find that tail, but that's gonna be one of these incentives, so.
Yeah, either the robot's gonna have the tail, or the tail is gonna come from Matoya. And whichever one has the tail, the other one's gonna have the ruse stick. So, survey says...
Oh, there's the tail.
Alright. Jshydell's probably going to be beelining it right on up to Bahamut to get his class promotion.
Hey, look, mummies.
Oh, boy.
Man, there's that rub.
Yeah.
Nobody. Man, this is just pretty gross.
Yeah. Oh, there's the thunder. Oh. I didn't notice if that was a spike tile or if that was just a random encounter, because I saw that Duskplume was real close to the robot.
Yeah.
All right, Katana +3, get. Red Mage getting to swing the Vorpal. Okay, I can understand that. Yep, there's the Aegis shield going on. Silver armor, ice +3. Kind of surprised that he's sticking with that iron armor on that knight now, but guess he's hoping to find something better somewhere.
Yeah. Did he not get warp? I guess not.
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
It's definitely a place to warp out of.
Ruse stick. Arm 2 bonk, and no ribbons yet.
Yeah, that's, I do think that there was a wall at like level 3 or 4, so
yeah,
it's not the end of the world, but you would really like at least one ribbon here.
Yeah, wall was slot 4, level 4, so that is white mage locked. So yeah, Duskplume will be fine. You know, they'll be able to pick up the wall, but Jshydell, kind of boned.
Yeah, that's definitely very scary for his party, because he just doesn't have, pretty much just going in with what he's got, but he probably will end up finding ribbon just due to how many extra chests he's going to end up checking, most likely. Yeah. So.
Hey, and we finally found tents for sale. Underhill was hoarding the tents. And more blue stake showing up on Duskplume's side. Egads.
Yeah, it's tough to say no to just like, here's 3,000 experience, here you go. It's definitely tough to say no to that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to say no when somebody goes, here's a juicy steak, and just puts it right down in front of you. Oof, poison walk sound. Ugh. Alright, Duskplume's about to get their scuba gear from the Lefanians. And that puts Duskplume in go mode. Or at least item go mode. Oh, and there's the horrible pack.
Yeah.
Jshydell's just like immediately going, nope, I'm not dealing with this. I didn't get initiative, I'm resetting.
Yeah.
I cannot blame him. And yeah, that loose that was in Titans, that's a real sneaky one to have pop up. Like, that is a big problem for Jshydell, because he's probably going to full clear C before going to check Titan's Trove.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just it's a big risk to not at least just he was right there. Could have stopped by, but didn't want to spend the time. So
Yeah.
there's only a few chests there, but yeah, it's pretty brutal when you make a skip like that.
Yeah.
You get punished.
It's a calculated risk, and unfortunately this time the risk didn't quite pay off for him.
Yeah.
And once again, we find these unrunnable guards. Blech. Jshydell just pushing on the robot, like, just get out of the way, robot.
That guy's just always in the way.
I know. He's almost as bad as Bubbles. But at least Bubbles, you can, carbonate.
Yeah, you can definitely get rid of the mermaids.
Yeah. As one of the members of Bubbles Soda Company, please remember to carbonate your mermaids.
This is a trap tile, right?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
It has to be.
Yes.
So yeah, this is gotta be the worst A-side tile.
Or in this instance, it's actually didn't seem to be too bad. I mean, it's
Well, it was free experience this time, but
yeah. Jshydell taking the walk to the worst inn on the planet.
yeah, I always intentionally buy houses just so that I don't have to go to that inn.
Yep. Alright, and Duskplume thinking about grabbing that incentive item, knowing that it's probably going to lead to the tail. I wonder if this is going to get him to change his, or get them to change their mind.
Like, maybe I'll go back there, actually. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the, what? We've reconsidered.
Okay.
Oh, hey, it's a pro ring.
I do like the names for the Gurmedusas, just Snack Lady. I highly approve of that name.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Looks like Jshydell is doing the standard play of grab the two on top floor and then dive down the Kraken side. Probably going to roll the place on his way down there. Which it's going to be, we know there's nothing down there for him. Well, not quite nothing, but we know there's no key item down there for him. So this is definitely a feels bad man moment, but oof. Conversely, Duskplume skipped the upper 4 chests in Sky 3, so missed out on that Katana +3.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, it's unfortunate. Gives the thief something to do here, but at least got the Vorpal, so you have something that will eventually be good.
I will take a Katana +1 over a Vorpal +5.
Yeah, I'd never really like having to rely on the thief as a melee, although they do have a lot of HP in this one, so it might actually be decently viable.
Well, and you're not really rolling them for the strength. You're rolling them for, the hope that the Katana rolls up, because that Katana is going to have a great crit on it. Alright, got the fast going out on the knight, or on the fighter, Invis 2 coming out. Swing! 7 hits, 365. Gonna need a little bit more temper for that. Fade, and look like trying to Bane, because why not? 5 hits, 227. Beef is tickling Tiamat. Bane, miss. Fade for 105, and not a huge amount of stuff, or not a huge amount of damage there.
Yeah, probably be trying to buff that fighter up a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, that being said, Duskplume is getting the consistent damage out of it. Oh, there goes the Bane.
Oh, alright, well.
Jshydell has run into the wrong eyeball. Anytime I see the Phantom come up, my first response is wrong eye, wrong eye!
Yeah, that one, that tile is just very scary. It can, just just has a ridiculous crit rate. Will always one shot like everything.
Yeah. Oh god.
Hey, more mummies.
That's the spike tile.
Oh, I really hope he. Okay, gets away. Yeah. Right. That's a bold move. I think he does have warp. Okay, he's gonna warp out. All right, smart.
So, both times, mummies, spike tiles, were guarding a cloth armor.
Yeah.
That's horrible and wonderful. And here's Duskplume going, I'm buying pro rings. I'm sick of these things. And steel armor. Nice choice on the steel armor.
Yeah, the pro rings are a little bit late to the party, but hopefully they will help a little bit.
Still gonna run into things in Toph. That's, yeah. Alright, everybody gets pro rings. Yay! At least they're safe from the rub. Now, the Thunder, it's a different story.
Yeah, still no ribbons, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah,
this is starting to look like they're just not going to get one, or at least Duskplume's probably not.
Yeah, have not seen hide nor hair of a ribbon. I mean, if Duskplume checks the Volcano Armory, they might get lucky if there's one in there. But I honestly can't see him checking that. Like, at all. There's no reason for them to do so. You know, except for, you know, the hope for ribbons. Alright, and Jshydell taking out Kraken, getting his second orblet at the hour and 2 minute mark.
Let's see if he goes back in here for mermaids. Looks like he might be.
Yeah, he's going to the worst inn in the land again. I swear this inn, it's like, it's the Motel -6. You know? Motel 6, we'll keep the light on for you. This hotel, we're gonna put the lights out. Don't come visit us, go away!
Pretty much. It is just a big waste of time.
Alright, and here goes Duskplume getting ready to dive into sea. Probably just gonna beeline straight on down to Kraken. Not gonna pick up a single chest, except for maybe the Creed chests in the sea hallway, and maybe the bottom chest in Sharknado room.
Yeah, I'd probably check the Sharknado chest and the two on the way there in the previous room. But yeah, that's about it.
It looks like Jshydell is opting not to do TFC and TFC North. Or at least not on his way down. And we'll see if he hits him on the way back up, but I doubt that he will.
Yeah, at this point, like, I would be very tempted to just say, screw it.
Yeah, see, I would be full clearing on my way down, because that's just how I go about it when I still know there's a loose out there. Thank you for carbonating bubbles, Jay. I appreciate the sacrifice of your time. Ooh, pro ring. Wait a minute, I want that.
Alright, well, the main thing is, still hasn't found a ribbon.
Yeah, this is a mite bit disconcerting.
Yeah, I mean, this is... Go ahead.
I was going to say, because that means that it's going to be in, you know, Dwarf locked, Toph locked, Topher in itself.
Yeah.
Or most likely in Volcano at this point.
Yeah. Definitely the lack of a ribbon could come into play here, even if Jshydell is, you know, behind, because Duskplume, you know, wall is pretty good, but you know, you never know when you're just gonna get turn ordered by Bane or something. So
yeah, you never know when a fiend is gonna open up with crack. Oh, TFC with 125 gold and Time to see what TFC North has. Yep, and as expected, Duskplume grabbed the hallway chests and the one chest out of Sharknado. Oh, ribbon in
Oh, there we
TFC
go.
North.
That's a spot for a ribbon.
Yeah. Giving it to his red mage, which I agree with that decision. I don't agree with that decision. Okay, yes, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lifecaster gets first ribbon. EOM.
Yeah. Pretty much. You always want the ability to res your party, so makes a lot of sense. Alright, Duskplume reconfiguring, putting the Vorpal on the fighter.
I, at this point, would still be swinging that X-Cal. I would be swinging that X-Cal until I get to Chaos, and then I would swap the Vorpal to the fighter.
Yeah.
Because weakness damage is, I believe it's scaled up in this flag. I'm going to take a quick gander at that to make sure I am not spouting false things.
Plus the Thief can swing the Vorpal, which, it's got a good crit rate, +4.
Yeah.
It'll definitely do some damage.
And yeah, the weapon elemental damage bonus is 20% right now. So yeah, I would definitely have that that knight still swinging the X-Cal. Trying for some Bane strats, hoping and getting doping.
Alright, down goes Kraken. So just Volcano left, which is a very fast dungeon here, so we should see Duskplume ready for Topher here shortly.
Yeah, especially since Duskplume doesn't have to touch a single chest in Volcano.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll just check the armory just to see if maybe they can get a ribbon out of there. I don't know. It's it's pretty fast. A lot of chests there.
Yeah, but whereas Jshydell is doing all of the checks, including the hairpins, which, ew. I hate hitting the hairpins. Especially this one. Well, at least Jshydell has warp to be able to get out of there quickly. And yeah, Duskplume just entirely fading the armory. What's that opal armor I just saw there?
I didn't catch it, but possibly. I mean, that's nice, but yeah, you'd probably be hoping more for dragon armor.
Yeah. Dangwoo with quicker eyes than me, noticing that it was opal armor -3. I mean, I'd still equip that over the iron armor that Jshydell had equipped. Nice 2-axe. Pile of cash. Giant piles of cash. Alright, so it's not so much an armory tonight as much as a vault.
I mean, got what was it, the fire +2 shield or something like that?
Yeah, flame shield +2 and ice 2 -3 axe, but mostly money.
Yeah.
I'm expecting we're going to be seeing this carry go down real soon here, given that it's already taken like 600 damage. Yeah, down goes that carry, and this is going to be Duskplume's 4th orb at the 110 mark.
Yeah, so definitely doing pretty well considering how much terrible scripts and enemies and stuff, like Duskplume's wiped like maybe 5, 6, 7 times, so this is definitely a strong time to enter Topher. But no ribbons, and with a +4 Warple's pretty good, but you definitely have to spend some turns buffing that thing. So
yeah,
we're gonna get a little bit into the spell list on some of these fiends. unrunnable Gasties. Kind of annoying.
Yeah, could be better, could be worse.
Yeah, at least it's not like 8 bad men.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Not like I'm bitter about unrunnable bad men. Wiping out a Topher last night. Stupid bad men.
Well, here's some more experience for you, just in case.
Oh my. Now,
The
because...
worst-
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, the worst thing about these fights is they really just waste your, like, you either take a long time and use your, like, bad magic, or you use your good magic, but then you just have less charges of it, so... They're pretty frustrating, these unrunnables with, like, high HP enemies.
Yeah, at this point I would probably be mostly just swinging and using item magic rather than using actual magic. And to answer the question in chat by Cheeseinator, both runners found the floater before going over to visit Sarda. So Jshydell just entirely faded Titan's tunnel, whereas Duskplume took the time to give the Titan his snack and was rewarded with the rod.
Yeah, where was the ruby? Like, I'm pretty sure Jshydell had it. Right?
That came from the king.
Okay, so yeah, Jshydell definitely had it, but just didn't feel like spending the time, so...
Yeah, and
looks like he's gonna last located.
yeah, which is real bad because he's still got the rest of the key locks that I expect he's probably gonna do too.
Yeah.
Now, if I were Duskplume in this instance, I would have taken the couple additional seconds to check the validation chests, because I also do it for the memes.
Yeah.
But just because there have been more than a few times I've seen ribbons pop up there, and we have only seen the one ribbon that was in TFC North.
Yeah, I mean, I will check those sometimes. I don't have a ribbon, but I don't actually think I've ever found one there. I just have not had very good luck with those chests.
I have found ribbons in those chests at least 3 times.
Okay.
Now, the carry 2 chests, those ones I don't check because those are actually not free checks. Those ones are actually in, those ones increase encounter stat, or increase the encounter table.
Yeah, it looks like Jshydell is going for the key lock checks here.
Yeah. Expecting he's going to be heading up to Dwarf Cave next. Right, looks like Duskplume did swap that X-Cal back onto the Knight and the Vorpal back to the Ninja. Right, 4 hits, 186, not a huge amount, but it's speed bump. It'll be... Oh my. Speed bump going, no, I am demanding respect tonight.
Yeah. I mean, he'll still get through here, but yeah, the thing that's annoying when Lich has stuff like that is you just have to heal your whole party, but he's got Cure 4, so
yeah,
shouldn't take too long.
It's still resources spent, but
yeah,
at least that's one nuke out of the pool.
Yeah, that is actually pretty nice.
That just leaves, the 4 nuclears from Warmech. And, I can't remember how many other nukes are actually in the pool.
I think there's 3 nukes and 4 nuclears.
Yeah, I know there's the 4 nuclears from Warmech, and I can never remember how much of other things. Oh well, hey, there's a Masa. -1, but still a Masa.
Do you go with the... Oh, Zap. Alright.
Oh,
there goes the White Mage.
Alright.
Well, we got a Thief and a Black Mage.
Yeah. Well, I think we're probably going to see that Saber Gauntlet get swapped over there. That Roostic's going to get bounced up. And just going to try and, duo this.
Yeah. I mean, if Kraken plays nice, it's doable, but yeah, this is probably headed in the wrong direction here. But even with a wipe, they'll still be ahead, I think.
Yeah.
So.
And Jshydell checking the Topher locked chests, finding the Topher spike tile is metal slimes. So, you know, that's would have been good XP early on. Same with that Masa, would have been useful early on.
Oh.
Alright,
Good
here's
luck.
Kraken 2. Let's get that ruse going on, get that fast going on. Lightning 2, not a huge amount of damage. Too bad there's no wall caster alive anymore, though.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be Banes in here still.
Yeah, that thief already having 80 evasion, so being able to, you know, get online with the evasion very quickly, you kind of want Kraken to keep punching here. Whoa, that was some big damage.
Yeah, not enough to kill, but yeah, still uncomfortable. Alright,
Getting
7 hit,
turn order
614. Alright, Kraken 2 down. Everyone's still alive. Jshydell finally remembering, I've got the ruby. Oh, and encountering arachnids on his way in. Jshydell's heal pot situation probably... Oh. Ooh.
Oh, this is not what you want to see. This is...
Yeah.
Using Lit 3, that is also their temper charges, so gotta...
Alright.
A little careful there.
And Jshydell has found his rod and is now going to be storming his way through Earth with the knowledge that the only thing that's left in Earth is the Saber Bonk. So I'm not sure if we'll see him actually grab it or not. Given that he just pulled that rod out, I'm thinking we'll most likely see him fade the rest of the chests.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is like 100% last location. I'm just like desperation, like full gas right now.
Yep.
All right, well, Duskplume gets through this extremely annoying air fight. I think Danglu said a little low on health pots. Yeah, very low on health pots.
Boy.
So this is another big problem here.
Yeah, you best get those ruse stacks out real quick and hope that Tiamat's not a caster.
Well,
okay, hits like a kitten. Alright, fast gets off, nice. Alright. Not doing too much damage there. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, that is not good.
Yeah. At this point, you start tossing out Banes and Hope.
Yeah, or heal pot strats. Oh, you don't have any heal pots.
Yep. 8 heal pots left. Oh, and this just not shaking that stun. Down goes the Black Mage. Okay, at least the slow 2 didn't land, but that ninja is just not getting up.
Oh, that was a big roll on that Lit 3 there. So yeah, you did at least see Tia 2's spell list.
Yep, and you know that Carry 2 has Zap, so you gotta get that wall up.
Yeah, definitely. I think just making that adjustment with the wall should do the job here. Be able to get through this time.
Alright, swapping back for Vorpal on the Thief, Excal on the Knight again. And hey, look, more Gasties!
Yeah, I mean, if this was off a power cycle, you're...
Run into that same group again.
Yep.
At least they're opting just to swing this time, as opposed to using spells. Okay, and that was not the power cycle then, because they didn't run into any other Gasties, so...
Yeah.
Good for not a hard reset. Why is this plate not coming up with a rod? Oh, wait. I've done that far too many times myself. Yeah, Jshydell, as expected, just stomping through Earth. Like, nope, 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 crap.
Yeah, that's not the party you want, or that's not the fight you want. Those arachnids packing a punch today.
Yep. Alright, here comes Lich 1, and I expect by the time I finish saying this sentence, that's going to be the end of Lich 1. Oh no, not quite.
Pretty close.
Very close.
Wow, level 27 on some of those party members over there, so pretty high levels.
121.15, Jshydell is in go mode. Probably going to go pick up some heal pots and go stomp into Toph. Right. 3 hits, 168. Hey, speed bump playing nice and not nuking first round.
Yeah, I mean, knowing that Lich has nuke, you kind of want to just blast them with everything you got here.
Yeah.
I might even use another fade, but yeah.
Alright, 571, that takes care of that, and that also is going to save a whole mess of heal pots. Right, Jshydell going in on a hard reset, meaning we know that that he's going to run into those unrunnable Gasties. First one should be coming here. Yep.
Yep.
And next one's going to be, oh, never mind.
Reset out of them. I mean, honestly, that's, they're pretty early in Topher, and that's a potentially slow fight, so I can respect that.
Yeah. Alright, here comes the carry, and there's that wall
out.
Good.
Yep.
Oof, carry
That's
goes
fine.
squish. Yeah, that's it. At least it was just the black mage. White mage is still around and can go, alright, you stand back up. Walk it off!
Yeah, the black mage is just dead more often than alive, usually, in Topher. So.
Yeah. If the black mage survives a fiend fight, it's a shock. And another seafood party platter, though Duskplume did get the ambush on them, so was able to just run right away. Alright.
I don't think we saw too much out of Kraken. I think he was pretty punch heavy.
Yeah, it wasn't memorable enough to matter. A lot of miniature spells, like Lightning too. Six hits, 305, and not that bad still. Dropping another level of Invis, dropping some more Temper. Ooh, Blaze coming out, but, well, killing the Black Mage. Once again, though, Black Mage surviving a Fiend, it's either Lich 2, or something has gone strange. Absolute disrespect of using Harm 2 on Kraken 2. I can't blame him.
Yep, and that takes out Kraken too, so we know Tiamat didn't really have too much, so here's this lovely air pack again.
Airs!
Go ahead and use fade.
Something dropped Jshydell's red mage. I didn't see what it was. Most likely that nuke. Yeah, okay, getting confirmation from chat that, yeah, it was the nuke.
Yeah, that's definitely pretty rough, because that Black Mage probably isn't going to make it too much longer either, so...
Yeah. Right, and here we come to Tia 2. With a full party this time. I expect there actually to be survivors. Alright, Wall coming out, Landon, Invis 2 coming out first. Oh yeah, we didn't see any insta-kill spells or anything. It was the stop that happened last time. Oh my goodness.
It stopped the White Mage too. Is that through a ribbon?
No. Duskplume has no ribbons.
Oh, yeah. Didn't get the wall off, or...
Yeah, well, it went for an Invis 2 as opposed to a wall.
Yeah, okay.
But, yeah, it's fine. White Mage got back up, shook it off, and is about to bring that Knight back up. Hey, and the Ninja shook it off on her own. This is quite the close one right now so far. I mean, Jshydell is down both his mages. Well, time to hope.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thief has a lot of absorb, or a lot of evasion. He's got high levels.
Yeah, and 4 hits, 246, not bad. 2 hits, 37 damage. Ah, Vorpal doing Vorpal things. Ooh, swirl. Ugh. 3 hits, 158. Wow, that was it just me, or was that Kraken 2 unusually thin?
It's definitely probably on the lower end, but yeah, Duskplume also getting through Tia there, so just chaos left here.
Right.
All party members still up, plenty of resources, I think, so this should be it here.
Yep. All right, we've got Bruise coming out. We've got, I'm expecting probably Saberbonk, yeah, Invis 2, and probably a fast landing on the Knight as expected. So we've got 3 evade stacks on that Ninja.
Yeah,
Which...
I definitely would have gone with a wall here.
Yep.
Just gonna say.
Yeah. But just gonna go for those Invis stacks still. Alright, well, that Ninja is well above evade cap at this point. Everybody else sitting at 2 stacks. But, alright, we got a swing coming out from the Ninja. Looked like we had, I think, a wall coming out now. Wow, Chaos punches. It's only a 128. Oh, Fade coming out. Temper on that Ninja. Swings. 7 hits, 241. Yeah, needs some more Temper. 7 hits, 290. Duskplume's playing a little risky here. If this Chaos has any insta-kill spells, everybody's still vulnerable to them.
Yeah, that's kind of like the only way you really lose here is instant death magic or like a nuke or something.
Yeah. I mean, even a nuke, that Knight is real thick.
Yeah, I mean, you have a decent shot.
Ah.
Alright, there's the wall.
That's better. 8 hits, 711. 7 hits, 371. More Temper on that Ninja. Inferno coming out, doing some chip damage, and ending the Black Mage because, well, that is the Black Mage.
He was out of tempers, but yeah, Chaos can't have much health here. He's got to have like less than 500 health or so.
Yeah, and Jshydell.
There you go.
Having that Ninja stunned. Oh, and GG's for Duskplume. Get your GG's out in chat. For Duskplume finishing up first with an official racetime.gg time of 1:28:42. So GG's.
Yeah, I mean that was, you know, well played. A lot of things really just didn't go right for Duskplume, but still, you know, pushed through and got there. So.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Tia landed that slow too.
1 hit, 1 damage. That is.
I just hate to
tragic.
see it. And we are joined in chat by our winner tonight, Duskplume. Cheese.
GG, that was rough.
Yeah, that was. I'm sorry, that was not a very good seed.
How about them mummies?
Oh, if I could never see another mummy in my life, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, the arachnids, the mummies. Well, pretty rude.
And Jshydell finishing out that Tiamat, surprisingly enough. Tiamat had slow too. I don't think you had I don't think you saw that land on it.
No, but I saw the stop. That was fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is that 4 unrunnable worms? Okay.
Oh my. Yes, it is. They are hitting hard too.
Well,
boy.
Gets through with a ton of experience gain. It's a war mech fight, basically.
Yeah, I know. Jeez, beasties.
Does have a lot of heal pots, but yeah, this is a and prey territory here.
Yeah.
He did find a ribbon in the north, like TFC chest.
Yeah, that's the only ribbon that was found.
Yeah, that would have been nice to have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that the other ribbon probably... But the other ribbons... Let me see. C was full cleared. So Sky 2, Mirage Tower weren't full cleared. Sky 1 wasn't full cleared as well. And
like-
the Topher chest, that's about it. Oh my.
Oh, nuclear from chaos. That is,
That's not good.
yeah. Heal pot strats.
Yeah.
Chaos. Interesting. I mean, the heal pots do give you like 60 HP or something because they're just, for whatever reason on these flags, they give a little bit more.
Oh, and
Oh,
Tornado
Tornado.
coming right out. Just go, hey, you know all those last 3 turns you spent chugging heal pots? Go away.
And that is another nuclear from chaos.
Oh my goodness.
So really the difference in this race was, you after Sharda, you just went up there and did those Titans trove checks, and Jshydell actually skipped them early on, so he pretty much 100% last located the rod there. So that was pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, he checked all of the key locks. Found a Masa in Corneria key locked. And yeah, I honestly think that those were the last chests that he could have checked to find them, or to find the loose.
Oh, I feel like my routing was pretty terrible, all in general. Just that I think I could have done things way better than I did. I felt like I was all over the map. But it's good to know that checking Titan's Tunnel paid off.
Yeah.
I always like to do that if I'm at Sarda and I have the ruby right there, because it's 4 chests, it can have a loose, and it's like 30 seconds max, so
Yeah.
may as well.
Yeah, why not? It's right there. You drop a save before you go on in, and if it ends up being nothing, you just reset right on out. But yeah, this was... Man, those loose were just rude. The second loose, which you never found, was the canal in Elfland Treasury.
Yeah, I was able to determine that I wasn't going to need it near the end there, so I just didn't bother. I was pretty much in go mode as soon as I found the Oxyale, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So did you feel kind of like behind at various points? I mean, there was definitely a lot that went wrong for you, just things and bad scripts and stuff. Like, how were you feeling during the race?
I think the only time I didn't feel behind was the beginning up until Marsh. Once I died in Marsh, and then it was just, going through Canute Sages and the Ice get the floater. I fell behind for about an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, I didn't feel good.
And actually, yeah, you were ahead up until about you wiped in Marsh that first time. That was about where Jshydell pulled even with you. And Ice Cave is where he actually pulled a little bit ahead, because he didn't get wiped out of it nearly as hard as you did. But
I take it the mummies were nicer to him there.
Yeah, they're a bit nicer.
Slightly?
No. He also didn't do a grind before going over there on the peds. I don't think he found the peds.
He did not.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and he didn't find the blue stake until after he fought his way through ordeals. So yeah.
That was a nice find right off the reset going to ordeals. I was just like, oh well, this is going to be a ton of XP, and they don't have a ton of HP, so I'm going to spend a little time here and just get my party set.
Honestly, I think that was probably the right move there, because it also let you get that additional bit of MDef to, survive. Wow, alright.
Yeah, missing this whole party. That's nice.
I think at
Wow.
least one of them was wearing a black shirt.
Oh, okay. Yeah, black shirt and ribbon, so it's not that. I mean, that's still pretty nice, but
That's still 2 people who managed to dodge it. Yeah, this was kind of a cruel seed. I'm alternatively ashamed and glad that I wasn't the one who rolled this.
Well, you got to call it. That's just as good.
Yeah.
So you moved to 1-0 now. How you feeling about your odds of getting out of this group, going into brackets?
I mean, if I can win a awful seed like this, I feel pretty good. I think just one win in my next two will be good enough to get me to avoid one of the play-in matches, so that'll be nice. Yeah, I was really wanting to get this one down so that I wouldn't have to worry about winning two straight after this. Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Well, yeah, congratulations again on that win, because, yeah, this one went back and forth a bit. Up until, well, about the time you found that rod was right about the time that we were like, well, this one's probably going to go to Duskplume's favor, because that rod was in such an odd location.
Yep, just glad I found it. These airs too. That was
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask you about that, like, you know, the unrunnable airs, the unrunnable gasties. And the unrunnable in this seed were just rude.
Yeah, no. After everything the sea gave us, it's like, oh, you know, maybe just a nice Topher as a treat, maybe. No.
Nope. I do have this. Oh my God! There comes Tia with the stop out in round 1 and stopping everyone except for the person with the ribbon.
He's got Cure 4, right? Oh wait, no, he doesn't
No,
have.
he doesn't,
Cure.
because he went red mage as opposed to white mage.
Yeah.
And of course, the black mage shook it off. But oh hey, and there's the knight waking up. All right, well, this is probably going to go better for Jshydell. Yeah, this is. There was a lot of this seed that was just kind of painful.
I am glad that I ended up going white mage instead of red mage. I was kind of back and forth on that.
Yeah, white magic was definitely very strong in this one.
Oh my goodness. Tia 2 lands the slow 2 on the knight again. But it doesn't matter, because red mage swinging the Vorpal finished it off. So yeah.
That's some big damage there from the red mage.
Yeah, so as I was also thinking about this, so if you had checked the north room on Sky 3, you also would have been gifted with a katana +3.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah, could have used the Vorpal on the knight then instead of the X-Cal -3, but...
So I do have to admit, though, it was kind of funny, because we saw you hit those greed chests, and we saw you hit the Vorpal, and immediately turn around and go get the crystal.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get the tail because I was like, you know, I don't really have a weapon for this ninja, so there's no point in it, and the armor isn't really great enough for me to do it. And then I get that Vorpal, it's like, okay, you know, now I have 2 swingers.
All right, well, Chaos here. Kind of want him to stay out of his skill list, because I think he just had like a bunch of non-elemental damage in Inferno.
Nope,
It's
there.
like we're gonna power up.
Well, there's the nuclear, or at least one of the nuclears, so we've seen 2 of the skills. That means we've got a tornado coming up next if Chaos lives that long. Or on the next skill if it happens. 6 hits, 566 there. Temper going out just after, of course. 8 hits,
All right.
415, and that finishes off that Chaos. So get your GGs out in chat for Duskplume, finishing up at 139.30, or Jshydell.
Jshydell.
I can do names, really.
Yeah, I had a 50-50 shot.
Eventually I would have gotten it. At least I didn't call him after my dog's name. And we are joined in the booth by Jshydell. GG's, man.
Oh my.
So
That was
Yeah.
fun, wasn't it?
yeah, so we have to ask
Yeah.
you, how about them mummies?
Oh, the mummies, I tried resetting around a million times and just, okay, screw it. Fire 2, and a harm 3 staff. Or fire 3, sorry.
Yeah, that was... Those mummies were horrible to both of you.
Oh. That could have been a really good seed. And then it wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when when you faded the Titan's chests, we were like, okay, this is a bit of a risk. It's a low percentage risk, but it's still a bit of a risk. And then when Duskplume went in there, fed the Titan his pudding, which I love the fact that Titan got pudding, just as a side note. And he went on down and pulled that rod out. We're like, well.
Yeah. I'm curious, how early was that in the seed? Just after floater for him?
Shortly after floater, yeah. Though he did spend, though Duskplume did spend a bit more time in Ice Cave because everything in there was a bit more rude to them than to you.
Yeah. It's like I felt really good getting out of marsh, really good getting out of ice. And it's like I'm in the air, I'm going, I feel good. And then I can check this location, I can check this location. There's a lot. Maybe the loose is Saber Gauntlet, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a good match for me both, though. So, you know, GG's to both of you.
Yeah, sorry about that, Seed.
You're not. Don't apologize.
If that's the worst that we see this tournament, then all right. It won't be though. So
Yeah,
All I will say is this is my third seed now with Lich, first round nuke. I'm tired of vanilla.
oof. Though,
I mean, we could put it on Chaos instead.
I do also have to say, Jshydell, thank you for taking the time to make sure Bubbles was carbonated.
That was actually a misclick, but yes.
Doesn't matter. Still carbonated Bubbles. That's all that counts. But yeah, now that you moved to 0 and 1, how are you feeling on the rest of this?
Well, I was listening back just a little bit, so pretty much the opposite here. I was really hoping to get through this one to be able to push on, go a little bit more chill through the rest of the pods, you know, have at least one on. And now I got a day and a half to practice to try to win.
This is fine. This is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much just came down to that one choice, but, you know, it's just mostly RNG there, so...
Yeah.
I mean, you played well.
Yeah, I mean, neither of you had any particular misplays. It's just rando gonna rando sometimes, and it just happened to rando that way this time.
Oh well.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, so I don't... Do you have any more questions?
I was just gonna ask you the same thing because yeah, I'm kind of out of questions right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and head to final thoughts. So we'll start with you, Duskplume, given you were the first finisher on stream.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
That's a fair cop.
And thanks to all the crew, as always, for calling the race, tracking the race, making sure that everybody has a chance to watch the two of us struggle for an hour and a half, because everybody needs that in their lives.
And Jshydell, you got any final thoughts?
Oh, mostly echoing. Thank you all for putting it on. I know it's just a little bit late for some, so thank you for sticking up with us. And yeah, watching through an almost 2-hour seed that we get zapped and nuked and thundered and everything.
Yeah, and find a ribbon in TFC North.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Gannons, I have done a whole lot of babbling tonight. I'm gonna toss it on over to you to let you take us on home.
Yeah, well, it was definitely fun doing comms with you tonight. It was a fun race to watch, and you know, there's a lot more Final Fantasy randomizer action. I don't think tonight there are any more races, but I believe tomorrow. Well, let me look at the schedule here. Starting at 4:30 Eastern, we have a race on the Final Fantasy randomizer channel. And so yeah, if you're looking for Final Fantasy, that's where you'll find it. I think that's going to be it for us tonight. So have a great rest of your day.
And don't go anywhere too far just yet. We're going to send you on over to the other race that is in progress right now on the Final Fantasy Randomizer channel. So stick around and you'll just get forwarded right on over there. With that, have a good evening.